What's up everyone, I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech and this is the camera comparison between Honor 9i and the Redmi Note 4. On the rear, Redmi Note 4 has a 13 megapixel camera with a dedicated flash and Honor 9i comes with a dual camera setup with a 16 megapixel camera and a 2 megapixel secondary camera for depth sensing. On the front, Note 4 has a 5 megapixel camera and Honor 9i comes with a dual camera setup with a 13 megapixel primary camera and a 2 megapixel secondary camera for depth sensing and a dedicated soft flash. In daylight and lit conditions, Honor produces bright images with more saturated colors. Redmi Note 4 takes the images as it is with more contrast to the colors. Even against the bright light, Honor still manages to pull out cleaner images and Note 4 has more of a faded effect. Honor 9i even has better dynamic range, but it also tends to overexpose the shot. Sharpness, focusing speeds and capturing speeds are good on both the phones. None of the phones have auto Hdr mode. So these are some shots that I took with the HDR turned on. Even with the HDR mode on, Honor tends to overexpose the shot, make it bright with saturated colors. Note 4 still keeps deeper colors with more darker tone to it. In HDR mode, capturing speeds on Honor 9 are much faster. On the whole, images from Honor look better even with HDR mode. For macro shots, Note 4 struggles a little with focusing and Honor doesn't. You get good bokeh effect on both the phones, but with more saturated colors on Honor and accurate colors on Note 4. So if you want to take the actual images, like how they actually appear, Note 4 does a better job with color reproduction. But if you want to take good pictures, even if they are a little enhanced, then Honor 9i is better. In low light, Honor takes slightly darker pictures with less noise, while Note 4 takes brighter images with lot of noise and better color balance. Even while shooting in auto mode, in low light, Honor takes a second more to sharpen the footage, just like the night mode. So it ends up delivering better results. These are some sample shots that I took with the flash on. By the way, flash on Note 4 is much brighter than Honor 9i. So guys, for low light, I would prefer Honor for its cleaner shots. Now for selfies, Honor is simply better. It takes wider and brighter selfies. Colors are once again saturated and it overexposes the subject, and Note 4 tries to maintain accurate colors. Even in low light, Honor manages to take brighter and slightly sharper selfies. Honor also has a dedicated soft flash and it does help in the low light conditions. Now coming to some highlights, Honor comes with dual cameras on the front and rear. Because of that, we get to take portrait shots using the rear and front cameras. So these are some sample shots using the rear camera and front camera. For rear cameras, portrait mode does a good job, but for selfies, it works really well. I was really blown away with its performance. Hi there guys, I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech and this is the camera comparison between Redmi Note 4 and the Honor 9i. On Honor we have a 16 megapixel rear camera and on Redmi Note 4 we have a 13 megapixel camera. Both can shoot in 1080p. On Redmi Note 4 we can shoot even in 4K if you use a third-party camera app. By the way, the audio is recorded on the phones without any noise cancellation. So whatever the audio you get is from the noise cancellation from the phone. By the way, both the phones don't have optical image stabilization. Whatever stabilization they provide is from the phone itself. Now coming to video recording, both the phones can only record video in 1080p. And there is no optical image stabilization or electronic image stabilization. While recording video, Note 4 has issues maintaining exposure, while Honor does a great job. But once again, with brighter footage and saturated colors. On the left we have the Honor, and on the right side we have the Redmi Note 4. And on Honor we can only shoot in 720p, and on Redmi Note 4 we can shoot in 1080p. So you can see that the footage looks much better on Honor and much darker on Redmi Note 4. Now coming to front camera video recording, we get wider and brighter footage with Honor, with better exposure shift and oversaturated colors. With Note 4, you get a darker footage, no exposure control, and with more accurate colors. Once again, there is no optical image stabilization or electronic image stabilization while recording using the front cameras. So guys, to conclude, Honor has way better cameras than Redmi Note 4 and offers additional portrait mode for the front and rear cameras, which are definitely worth the price. So guys, looking at these pictures, which phone do you think did better? Do let me know by commenting below this video, and if you want me to make any specific video, shout out to me by commenting below this video and I'll try to make it as soon as possible. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel to see more cool videos on tech. I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech signing off. Have a nice day.